What's up, guys? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk. Today I'm doing an unboxing, one that I am very excited about. I have been in search of the definitive Superman action figure for quite some time. I picked up this bad boy today, the Hush Superman, Mafex Hush Superman from the Batman Hush line. And I'm very anxious to open it. It may be the Superman of all Superman action figures. Let's check this bad boy out. Superman from the Batman Hush line, Mafex edition. This I am super excited to dive into. Let's check them out. Number 117 of the Mafex line. Now, Mafex is a Japanese toy manufacturer, so the quality is high. Now we see the classic Jim Lee drawing on the background here. This is where Superman's got Batman by the neck. For those of you unaware of the Hush line, or rather the Hush story, the Hush storyline dropped in October 2002, ran through September 2003, and yo, this toy is sick. Alright, well, as you would expect with the Mafex line, it's got tremendous mobility. The craftsmanship is incredible. Its price point is ridiculous, but what you get, if you're gonna be getting toys, quality over quantity might start being the way to go. I would say his blue is more reminiscent of like the Christopher Reeves movies. It's not, it's not like a deep royal blue, but it's kind of like that softer sky blue. The S on the back of the cape is right. Look at this guy. He's bigger than 6 inch. He's bigger than the 6 inch scale. Let's see what he comes with. Just gonna dump it. So he's got hands for flying. Can't really see. Come on, Jacko, let's focus. Hands for flying. Hands for grabbing. Hands for, what would you call that? Kind of half open. And he's got hands for maybe flying or punching, but they kind of got a soft grip. That's kind of cool how they're closed but not all the way clenched. And then what he's got on him is clenched. And then he's got this hand, which is odd. He's got kind of a black kryptonite ring hand on him. He's got Poison Ivy's veins, which wrap around his neck. And he comes with another head with red eyes and a kind of grimace. Arr. So the story is, well, this part of the story anyways, of the Hush line, Poison Ivy Oh, his hands fall off. Poison Ivy poisons, you know, Superman with her love potion, and he goes after Batman. Luckily, Batman is able to, you know, stop him with some prep time, and manages to save the day. Memory serves, if memory serves, they kinda, I think Catwoman knocks Lois Lane off a building or something, and Superman snaps back kind of last minute. And Batman's like, I didn't tell you to push her. And she's like, well, it worked, didn't it? Which I always kind of had questions about Superman being drugged by poison ivy. You know, you'd think a guy who's impervious to every known substance on the planet would be kind of fine to a love potion, but I guess she laced it with kryptonite or something and it took hold. Now, the Hush comic book, which dropped, like I said, October 2002, is Batman issue 608. It's the iconic Batman cover where he's on the gargoyle, rooftop by the gargoyle, kind of looking out. And if you got that particular comic book, it is worth a pretty penny. A couple hundred, a few $100, easy depending on the quality. That's the second printing. Jim Lee cover second printing is the one with Batman on the rooftop, kind of looking out. The first printing is pretty good too. That's Batman's on the cover. He's like, his foot is kicking out as he's swinging. All right, let me get back to the toy here. I like it a lot. The shading is good. Shading is pretty good on the line. I wouldn't have minded this yellow being a little more poppy. But this is a pretty great looking toy. And he poses so easy. I'm surprised he didn't come with a stand, and I'm surprised he didn't come with something to fly him. But he seems to pose pretty well. I mean, it's a pretty great toy, if I'm being honest. If you like the Jim Lee look, they really capture him well. His face sculpt the quality of his face sculpt is just off the charts. He's a little smaller than the McFarlanes, but he's not quite as small as I think the DC Directs. Let's check him out. I'm gonna put a couple guys next to him. Give me 1 second here while I pull him off the shelf. So you can see the Mafex is about 6.5 inches. Hey man, you want to pick your head up? See, the Mafex is probably about 6.5 inches, where the McFarlane is 7, and this DC Direct is 6. And he's kind of right in between the two. You know what? I want to see him against this guy too. This is another DC Direct line. This is the zombie one. Now, there is a DC Direct Superman that looks just like the zombie one. Come on, guys, stand up. The DC Direct, there is a... Sorry, hang on. Okay, great. Now, there is a DC Direct line that looks just like the zombie one. But without the zombie face and blood. But that one's kind of hard to come by. He's about $100 and something for the other DC Direct. me try to get that one. It looks really good. So this is interesting. So it looks like this guy's about 7'7". You can see how these guys are your 7-inch scale. This guy's a 6-inch scale, and this Mafex Superman is kind of in between the 6 and 7-inch figures. I think posed on a fly stand, it's gonna look, it'll probably play well against some of the McFarlanes, you know. Otherwise, he's kind of an interesting scale. But man, he looks good. It's a really good sculpt. I like this blue of the DC Direct. Like this DC Direct line is actually really nice, and it comes with the Batman in the Hush colors, which is kind of the gray and blue. What I like about this guy is his chest is raised, and the colors are just really popping. And obviously, the S on the back is right for me. I like this other DC Direct guy as far as the sculpt and the colors are concerned. Like, this guy is so traditional, and his face sculpt and the other version of it is very Christopher Reeves-esque. What I don't necessarily like about it is maybe his color palette is a little muted, which is okay, and there's no S on the back. And then you got the McFarlane, which is cool. The S is raised off the chest, but his color pattern was so muted that I went ahead and I modified him and just made him kind of a deeper, darker blue. So there you go. There's your Mafex Superman, loosely compared to some of the other figures. I'm going to pick up the McFarlane Hush Superman, and I'll compare this guy with that guy and do kind of an unboxing follow-up. I'm also debating about getting the steel Mafex figure. Oh, look at this detail, though. This is what you don't get in a lot of sculpts. This is why Mafex is really nice. See his hair? Like, even the hair is kind of like got dimensionality, and it's raised off his face. That's cool. These Mafex toys are just, they're kind of the best out there. They're really, really nice toys. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share this video with a friend. Obviously, we're trying to get our, we're trying to monetize this account still. So, any help is greatly appreciated.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to Three Brothers and a Shot of Milk.